the weight is as bad as a loss. So, like, in other words, you sign him now, you got him for Pittsburgh. You know, the whole goal of the season was get the NFC Championship game at Levi's.
Right. Yep.
That was the whole goal of the season. To me, if you wait 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks or more, even if you can somehow win games and stay afloat, your chances of playing that game in Philly go up dramatically. So to me, it's like, if you sign him now, obviously win Niners. If you trade him now and you get a good trade haul, I think it's still win Niners. If you hold on to him for 5 weeks and then pay him, I think that's a major loss for the 49ers. I really do. I think it hurts their chances of winning the Super Bowl, because I think it hurts probably eliminates their chances of hosting that NFC Championship game.
And what was their one goal this year? What was the one goal Kyle Shanahan talked about? Is getting off to a good start, because last year and the year before, their starts put them in a little bit of a hole. What were they, 3-5 last year at one point?
Yeah,
I mean, they might have been 3-5 the last 2 years, 3-5 or 2-4, or 2-4 and 3-5. So we'll find out what's going on with Nick Bosa as the week lingers on. But it's getting to a point now where
3-4 last year, 3-4 out of the chute,
and the year before that, I think they were 3-5.
Yeah, in 2021, the Niners won just 3 of their first 8 games. They went 3-5. And they needed to win in Week 18 against the Rams to even qualify for the playoffs.
That's right. 510, Larry. After the Trey Lance fiasco, losing Bosa would be a tremendous blunder. How much you brought that up? I mean, it's funny because you look at it. Who are the most talked about Niners? Trey Lance was certainly one of them, obviously. And the more I think about it, and I'm not a big PR hit guy. Like, teams have to do what they have to do, and if they take the hit, they have to take the hit. But I do think there might be something to losing Lance one week and then trading Bosa the next. They do not want to do that.
And I'll say this. I mean, I go to all the games and was at training camp every day this summer.
Yeah.
Easily, the 2 most represented jerseys. Trey Lance is 5, Nick Bosa is 97. So that means every individual Niner fan who bought those jerseys, I don't want to say feels betrayed, because that's a little dramatic. I don't want to be that melodramatic, but you know what I'm saying. It's like when you buy a jersey of a player, you're upping your individual investment in the team, but also in that individual player. And if literally within a 10-day period, you divest yourself of both these guys and basically, I don't want to say flip the bird, but you're basically telling your fans, hey, you know what? Sell your jersey. Get rid of your Lance jersey. Get rid of your Bosa jersey. It's I don't know. How would you describe that even? I mean, it's not Steph, but it's like you're dealing your fans a major emotional blow.
Well, I'm wondering on a credibility issue. Forget paying. So I'm just talking credibility. Over the last 2 or 3 years, the 49ers have been steadfast. We're not trying to trade Trey Lance, even though there have been reports saying they're taking calls. We like Trey. Trey's getting better. He's got a chance to play. Trey Lance. And then, boom, traded. Bosa. Now Bosa comes up. We're going to get it done. I
asked Lynch the question directly.
Exactly.
What percentage chance, last week, are you going to trade Nick Bosa? I couldn't even get the question out. He's like, no, we're not trading him, and that puts that to rest. Well, what if he has to double back on that?
Exactly. So my question is does it matter? Mike Dunleavy, a week before they traded Jordan Poole.
He's going to be here for 4 years.
Yeah.
Or wasn't here for 4 days.
Exactly. So I get it that they'll...
You say what you got to say.
Yeah, you say what you got to say. But by the same token, I didn't think there was a chance that neither Trey Lance nor Bosa would be on the team when they open up against Pittsburgh. Obviously, Bosa hasn't been traded, but you get my point. That Bosa's supposed to be done. Trey Lance is supposed to be playing by now, and neither of them are happening.
Well, at least on the Lance side, you got a guy like Purdy who's playing at a high level, and he's 23, and you drafted him, and he's he's probably your best quarterback far and away. But they don't have. It's not like they're sitting there staring at a young Nick Bosa that they're not playing because we got Nick. No, they don't. They're thin at defensive end. I mean, Drake Jackson's going to be asked to start opposite Bosa. He didn't even play the last 5 or 6 games, and the snap count load he's going to be asked to perform this year is quite a bit more than a year ago. Their backup defensive ends are Cleveland Farrell, Austin Bryant, and Kerry Hyder. There's not a star in the bunch there.
Ray in Watsonville. What's up, Ray? How you doing, man?
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I totally agree with you, Steiny, that no way are they going to let go of Trey and then go ahead and trade Bosa. Let's stop talking about that. Hey, we talk about, the Niners having one of the top defenses in the NFL, right? And, why don't we let the games play out and let's see how we do? I think if anybody deserves guaranteed money or the contract, it's NFL players. Think about it. I mean, how hard their bodies take the abuse, and if they don't perform because they're dealing with an injury, so owners are really quick to move on to the next player, and I think that they should get as much as they possibly can. But think about it, how old is Bosa? 25. Going
to be 26. 26
soon. 26. So if you give him a 3 to 4 year deal, he's going to come back and, he's probably going to get 2 major deals in his whole career. And I think, he should get the money that that he's looking for. And I think that, we're always talking about the team. We're talking about how great the defense is. And yet and on the other side, we're saying, well, we don't have them. Then what's going to happen? We're going to go in the downspin. Why don't we just let the games play out and see what they do and just trust the system? And I think that, everybody wants things to be said right now. Let me know what's going on. Why don't we just be patient, see what happens, and wait till the games start on Sunday?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Guys. That's fair. The only problem is you may go into Sunday's game without your best defensive player, and that's worthy of a conversation, particularly because I don't think any 49er fan thought we'd get to this point. Plus, John Lynch didn't think they'd get to this point. At least that's what he conveyed to the fans.
You can patient your way right out of the playoffs.
Yeah, the years are another issue. If you're Nick Bosa, do you want 3 or 4 years, or do you want 6 years?
If you go 3 or 4, you got a chance at a second major payday.
Exactly. So I wonder if that's part of it, too. The 49ers are saying, look, if we're going to pay you big money, it's got to be over 6 years. And he says, no, big money over 3, and then we'll do it again.
Here's the other thing. Is it possible, because we're talking about what happened in this negotiation where they were, hey, things are, trending in the right direction. Suddenly it seems like something's happened. Is it possible that the 49ers, in the midst of negotiations, insulted Bosa? He did lose a full year at MetLife Stadium. He did lose a full year of his college career at Ohio State because of a core injury. Maybe they told him, hey, we're concerned about your durability, and maybe he's insulted by that. I don't know.